Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a journey through history's most explosive moments. Today, we are about to embark on a captivating exploration of the most powerful and destructive creations ever devised by humanity, bombs. From the devastating weapons of war to the awe-inspiring feats of engineering, we will uncover the stories behind the biggest bombs of all time. Introducing the RDS-220 hydrogen bomb, or you can call it Tsar Bomba, was a thermonuclear aerial bomb and the most powerful nuclear weapon ever created and tested. The Soviet physicist Andrei Sakharov oversaw the project at Arzamas-16, while the main work of design was by Sakharov, Viktor Adamski, Yuri Babayev, Yuri Smirnov, and Yuri Trutnev. The project was ordered by Nikita Khrushchev in July 1961 as part of the Soviet resumption of nuclear testing after the test ban moratorium, tested on the 30th of October 1961. The test verified new design principles for high-yield thermonuclear charges, allowing, as its final report put it, the design of a nuclear device of practically unlimited power. The bomb was dropped by parachute from a Tu-95V aircraft and detonated autonomously 4,000 meters above the Cape Sukhoi Nos of Severny Island. The bangmeter results and other data suggested the bomb yielded around 58 megaton, which was the accepted yield in technical literature until 1991, when Soviet scientists revealed that their instruments indicated a yield of 50 megaton. At that time, the most powerful thermonuclear charge tested by the United States was 15 megaton Castle Bravo. On number 2 is the B-41. Also known as Mk-41, was a thermonuclear weapon deployed by the United States Strategic Air Command in the early 1960s. It was the most powerful nuclear bomb ever developed by the United States, with a maximum yield of 25 megatons of TNT. The B-41 was the only three-stage thermonuclear weapon fielded by the U.S. It was carried only by the B-52 Stratofortress and B-47 Stratojet. It could be deployed in free fall or retarded free fall, and had both air burst and ground burst fusing, and weighed 4,840 kilograms. Its blast yield was 25% to 50% that of the AN-602 Tsar Bomba, which delivered a blast of 50 or 100 megaton, depending on its own configuration as a clean or dirty bomb. However, even at the Tsar bomb's theoretical maximum yield of 100 megaton, thus the B-41 has the highest yield-to-weight ratio of any weapon ever created. Coming up next is Castle Bravo. Castle Bravo was the first in a series of high-yield thermonuclear weapon design tests conducted by the United States at Bikini Atoll, Marshall Islands, as part of Operation Castle. Detonated on March 1, 1954, the device was the most powerful nuclear device detonated by the United States and the first lithium deuteride-fueled thermonuclear weapon ever tested using the Teller-Ulam design. Castle Bravo's yield was 15 megatons of TNT, 2.5 times the predicted 6 megatons of TNT, due to unforeseen additional reactions involving lithium-7, which led to the unexpected radioactive contamination of areas to the east of Bikini Atoll. At the time, it was the most powerful artificial explosion in history. Fallout, the heaviest of which was in the form of pulverized surface coral from the detonation, fell on residents of Rongelap and Uterik atolls, while the more particulate and gaseous fallout spread around the world. The inhabitants of the islands were not evacuated until 3 days later and suffered radiation sickness. 23 crew members of the Japanese fishing vessel Daigo Fukuru Umaru were also contaminated by the heavy fallout, experiencing acute radiation syndrome. The Castle Bravo device was housed in a cylinder that weighed 23,500 pounds. Attached to the cylindrical ballistic case was a natural uranium liner, the radiation case, that was about 2.5 centimeters thick. Its internal surface was lined with a copper liner that was about 240 micrometers thick and made from 0.08 micrometer thick copper foil to increase the overall albedo of the whole round. Last on this list is Mk-17 nuclear bomb. The Mark 17 and Mark 24 were the first mass-produced hydrogen bombs deployed by the United States. The two differed in their primary stages. They entered service in 1954 and were phased out by 1957. Design and development originated when Los Alamos National Laboratory proposed that a bomb design using lithium deuteride with non-enriched lithium was possible. The new design was designated TX-17 on February 24, 1953. After the successful tests, basic versions of the Mk-17 and 24 were deployed as part of the Emergency Capability Program. They weighed 21 tons. The Mark 17 had a yield of 15 megatons of TNT. 200 Mk-17s and 105 Mk-24s were produced, all between October 1954 and November 1955. They were the largest nuclear weapons ever put into service by the United States. Only the Convair B-36 Peacemaker was capable of carrying them. The bomb used manual and flight insertion that required a crew member to crank a handle that was inserted into a hole in the nose of the bomb. This process inserted the weapons pit into the implosion assembly. On May 27, 1957, a Mark 17 was unintentionally jettisoned from a B-36 just south of Albuquerque, New Mexico's Kirtland AFB. The device fell through the closed bomb bay doors of the bomber, which was approaching Kirtland at an altitude of 520 meters. The device's conventional explosives destroyed it on impact, leaving a crater 7.6 meters in diameter and 3.7 meters deep. Though a chain reaction was impossible because the plutonium pits were stored separately on the plane as a safety measure, the incident spread radioactive contamination and debris over a 1-mile wide area. That's all for today. See you in another video.